Greetings, comrades. I'm Mortika Lacrosse of the Fallen. This is New Evolution TV. Revolutionize your life. This video is about why Hillary Clinton lost the election, if you will. Even though I don't even know why this is still a fucking issue, since the election's over with and whatnot, people are still talking about it and still have not got the hint of why Hillary Clinton lost the election. Now, a lot of people have blamed it on Russian hacking, blamed it on miscounted ballots and other fucking shit like that. But let me tell you why Hillary Clinton lost. Well, Hillary Clinton is secretly a racist. And I guess the American people decided they would actually rather vote for somebody who straight up is a racist, like Donald Trump, instead of somebody who can't even outright admit her racism. Hillary Clinton, several years back, said that black people were super predators. Another reason that Hillary Clinton lost is that she rigged the primaries so that she herself could win the Democratic primary instead of Bernie Sanders. Another reason she lost is she had backroom deals with Goldman Sachs and even made speeches to those at Goldman Sachs and other firms like Goldman Sachs. But yet she was trying to say that she was anti-corporate and for the working class, when in reality, Hillary Clinton was in the pockets of big, huge corporations and in fact called Bernie Sanders supporters complete fucking idiots. And yet Bernie Sanders still fucking sold y'all out to the Democratic Party anyways in favor of Hillary Clinton. Another reason that Hillary lost is that she talks down to the working class, if you will. She calls them deplorable and idiots and other shit, and then wonders why they voted for the other guy who's an obvious douchebag, but that's beside the point. Another reason that she lost, other than her talking down to people that she thinks is less than her, and other than the fact that she's a racist and thinks black people are super predators, other than the reason that, oh yeah, she's had her white supremacist feminist people tell other people that they weren't real feminist if they voted for Bernie Sanders during the Democratic primary. For some reason, Hillary Clinton decided she had the right to tell people what feminism is, yet Hillary Clinton can't really claim to be a feminist if she has people that are funding her Clinton Foundation, like Saudi Arabia and other terrorist countries, that are big, huge violators of women's rights. Because really, Hillary Clinton is not feminist. Okay? There's nothing feminist about Hillary Clinton. If you think Hillary Clinton's a feminist, you're a fucking idiot. Hillary Clinton, if anything, she's a supporter of the men's rights activist groups, which are a total bunch of fucking douchebags. Every single last one of them sitting watching My Little Pony and dissing women every chance they get. Hillary Clinton is a men's rights supporter because she let her husband Bill Clinton, whose misogyny is worse than Cosby's, her husband who randomly rapes people, her husband who with Donald Trump went around molesting underage girl on Jeffrey Epstein's Lolita Express. The point is Hillary lost for all these various reasons, thinking that she's better than other people. And another reason that the Democrats lost the election is because, listen closely, they did not think that Trump had a legitimate following, if you will. Not that he does have a legitimate following. So, let me see, how can I phrase this? Another reason that Hillary Clinton lost the election is that they're like, oh, Trump can't win. The Democratic Party was like, no, there's no way Trump's can win. There's no way at all. She ignored the obvious, that Trump was very charismatic, if you will, and was able to convince people to follow him, and had a bunch of pissed off white people behind him. So he had that racism empowering him, if you will, and a bunch of people willing to go the distance with him. They ignored that he was, but the Democratic Party ignored that their people had spoken and wanted Bernie Sanders. See, the Republican Party learned early on in the election to not ignore their supporters. At first, the Republican Party was ignoring any, of the Republicans that were wanting Donald Trump and kept on dissing him and insulting him until they realized that in order to stay in power, in order to continue to manipulate the masses, if you will, to support Donald Trump, to go with it, because later on they can mold him and shape them how they see fit. But the Democrats lost their opportunity, their chance to win, because they refused to listen to their voter base and didn't support Bernie Sanders. Instead, when they lose the election, they blame it on hacking, like CNN and does, blames it on Russian hacking. The thing is their footage of the supposed CNN hacking is taken from video games like Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, like this right here. Yep, like this. CNN used a screenshot from Fallout 4 and footage from Fallout to show how Russians hack things. The thing about computer hacking is that it's a general far-reaching term that's almost possible to explain to someone who isn't already familiar with it. But instead of actually explaining it, instead they use footage from this video game, expecting, as this article says, hoping that nobody will recognize it. In a recent story about President Obama proposing sanctions against Russia for its supposed role in cyber attacks targeting the United States, in other words, its supposed role in supposedly hijacking the election, they used it from the hacking minigame from the extremely popular RPG Fallout 4, which was spotted by Reddit. The screenshot showing the menacing neon green letters that gamers will instantly recognize as being from the game. Of course, CNN goes on to blame the Russians for Hillary losing, other than the obvious reasons I already mentioned. I mean, I've already mentioned them, so you know about them. The thing is they refuse to take responsibility that they didn't listen to their voter base, and their Democratic voter base was screaming Bernie Sanders, not Hillary Clinton, but they chose Bernie Sanders in the end anyways because they're a bunch of fucking idiots. They chose the candidate that, that part of their voter base that was feminist said no to, that they wanted Bernie Sanders because he's a little bit more feminist than Hillary is. Even though if they really wanted to go for a full-out feminist candidate, they should have voted for Mimi of the Socialist Party of the United States of America, who also had with him as his running mate Angela Walker, well-known activist and a well-known intersectional feminist as well. But instead, they didn't. So that's all I have to say about this. Real quick, I guess that's it for this video. And remember, if you haven't, make sure you follow me on Twitter at www.twitter.com/Mortika Lacrosse, which is MORTIKA LACROSSE at twitter.com Mortika Lacrosse, and I'll keep you up to date with various other things, news articles and other stuff, and other various topics, and up to date about my videos. So make sure you go follow me on Twitter. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook as well at facebook.com/Mortika Lacrosse. And I've told you how to spell that, and check out all my latest up-to-date things and details about upcoming videos and about political stuff and some gaming stuff sometimes as well. So that's all I have to say about this, and now for my outro. Lacrosse. Until next time, stay wicked.